Guys, we're gonna check out the weekly shorts. So let's start the green timer. The secret records you can see on the left are going to be secret for the entire week until next Sunday. And it is up to each and every one of us to try to set the best times we can without knowing what others did. We're not gonna know what strategies they used or lines, etc. You're really just using your own intuition to gain time. This though looks like a very simple track with not a lot of secrets. You reduce a bit of airtime in the start, and probably I was gonna say you could go to the inside of that obstacle, but I don't think so. You can get a speed slide when you land, but already we're struggling to find tricks that gain time. So what if you go wide and you now cut in? Do you get on the inside? You still don't. You like faceplant the obstacle head on. 200ths is 200 spots. Okay. Is there some air brake trick? Yeah, now I have more speed. Okay. Way too wide. Probably still PVs, but no, it doesn't. Okay. The car is so wiggly. It's just small steering taps wiggle the wheels, yeah. But I've spoken about that a lot, like, top level Trackmania is not that smooth. It's very wonky, like you want these wonky landings like that one, which tilt the car like this, because you reduce airtime that way. There's no speed penalty for landing with 2 tires rather than 4. So by doing a left-right on the edge here, you're dropping the tires lower. Oh, a bit too wide that turn. 69. I'm guessing the world record could even be like a 0.5 here. Like if you get a really good grip start, why not? You could even... No, that's too much. S for D, that's too much, right? Yeah, guys, do we go next here? I feel like we kind of figured this one out. Air brakes and all. Maybe the last thing I want to try is a very diagonal start with an even earlier air brake. But we're probably within a 10th already of the record. Oh, what's more speed? Yeah, I mean... too wide. 37th. Clean. Yuck. It's good. It could be better. We'll take this for now. 18-19. '08. Always infraliminal, as he's called, or if you want to go by the first name, it's Psychosis. We're gonna watch everyone except Psychosis and see if they have something. They have a lot of speed. Why is everyone using the Revolt car skin? He's like started a trend, I swear. How does he do an 08? Perfect precision in the start. Jumps in a way where he lands on the front tire, the left front tire. Precision, left, right, air brake, speed slide. Wow. Guys, this type of speed slide is not something you see too often. First, the grip in the start. This looks strange, but perfect grip. Really close to the wall. Really close to the wall. And then this on the front tires is a speed slide. You see that? Speed slides with less tires on the ground are even faster. The fastest speed slide you can get is one with only 1 tire on the ground. So that is a lot of speed gain from a weird landing. Virtual, watch out behind you. There's nothing going on. No danger. I have no water to worry about either. We have map 2. Snow Realis. Like Borealis, but Snow Realis. Carl Jr. almost world record on map 1. Almost world... Well, and then world record here. Okay. The Carl Jr. weekly shorts era is here. But you still looked well. You never know. You never know. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to look. Okay, and then... No, but this is such a Carl map, like, of course you would hunt this. With camera 3, guys, if you're really good at driving with this camera, you can kind of... I think, as a cam 3 player, you understand how the car grips the surface better than cam 1 and 2 players. In up and downhill maps like this. It's probably the best camera if you know what you're doing. The only reason Carl Jr. is better than me is because he plays camera 3. If you can keep 4th gear, by the way, out of engine off, you're gonna be very fast here. $39. I think we can do like a 0.2. No, wait, you can't get 4th gear because you don't enter in 4th gear. Cannot get 4th. That's not going to be a strategy. Ah, 0.31. Really good ending there, but maybe my start was the bad part. Oh, should I take the uphill aggressively? Just realized because... Yeah, like... You reached the checkpoint sooner, so you've lost less speed. Wow, my ending was probably insane, actually. Yeah, so this was something I missed that you want to do. You can see that it gains a ton. Just kind of lazily driving the start versus thinking about where to go. Alright, that's a better run. Could keep going, but we're gonna go to the next one, I think. On map 2, it was Crypty beating Infraliminal, a Creepy. And this guy always does really well on precision tech maps. Typically we see him on map 2 the most. They did get sub 18. Completely similar looking lines here. Creepy though, more speed and an extra drift tap, wow. Okay, we gotta actually just look at the top 2 to compare. So Creepy more speed here. But it looks like Infraliminal's end is better, it's just the problem is he has to go so wide for the finish. So they look tied, but Creepy hits it sooner. Lagoon Splitway is the 3rd map, built by Arcus, okay. This has the old lagoon signs as well, I like it. Rally car. Into stadium. And finish, proud of you. Another Carl Jr. Guys, can someone tell Carl Jr. that, you know, he doesn't have to play everything in Trackmania. He just has to play the esports circuit. So we can all be happy with our records everywhere else, you know? I think if Carl plays everything now, it's gonna kind of ruin the perception of people about how good us content creators are at the game. I wanted to get to this finish because it's closer. And I gained 400s, okay. Aha, but there's one checkpoint and a finish over there. Dude, is someone gonna Yuberbug this one? Maybe it's just this one and then you... Yeah, this one looks very good, to the right. Going here and getting up to that. Okay, that's 800, but it wasn't perfect. I kind of want to nosebug to it. But like, let's say you do nosebug, you're still pretty far. Like, is it a thing? I can't tell. Just imagine, right? You land. So 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. You're at the finish at about 11. You guys have a 15-12, okay. 13-8. Let's try this one. Well, that beats the path I did previously. Can someone make an altered campaigns that are playable with more than 40 FPS? Yes, so I'm curious about that. Are people having frame rate issues after the update? Because that wasn't something I experienced when I did my discovery. Yeah? Like a lot? Game is crashing. It almost lost you a couple of the day. But that could be netcode, no? That doesn't have to be the maps themselves. Oh, but okay, if you... No, it's still slow. I'm a bit clueless as to what the best solution might be. I could see like this getting 13 or so, but it's not that fast. You wanted to include more routes, but you ran out of ideas. Arcus, did you think about a possible Yuberbug in the start? Because that's the first thing I thought about. I thought it was designed with... You did, okay. I thought maybe it was designed with that in mind. $14.1. Triangle hit for sure. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Like crashing the triangle beam. Is this free or do I have to pay for the full game? These tracks are free that we're playing right now. The weekly short and the weekly grand tracks are free. And the first 10 official campaign tracks are also free. Guys, what a landing. That was crazy. Did I watch Alex Honnold free solo Taipei 101? I watched a bit. And then I fell asleep. And woke up to see the news that, of course, he made it, but... Dude, I had to watch it muted. Respectfully. Respectfully, I had to watch it muted, but it was pretty cool. If you guys don't know, it's Alex Honnold, the world's best free solo climber, climbed a building in Taipei. That was a huge run. And he's climbing without ropes and everything. And so they did this whole Netflix special with him climbing there, and they had a lot of people on commentary and interviews and whatnot. But it was just the complete opposite of what I think people expected it to be like. Because they were commentating it like it was a sports game, you know? The part of the thing I think that makes it really fun to watch someone free solo like that is the intensity. Like, you actually want it to be rather silent, so you can like hear the wind, hear Alex's thoughts, etc. You want tension. Yeah, I think I'm finally gonna take this. I did get a bit of a bad grass part, but whatever. I have heard rumors throughout the week that this one got obliterated, and my pure personal best that I hunted for was 13 seconds. I am now 1000th in the world, and the world record is sub 8. People have been hunting this for 20 hours plus. So we're gonna take a look at them one by one. 5th place, Lavsor. What they found is that you can nosebug here, bounce on the rock, and fly up to the finish. I saw that finish and thought Yuberbug, but no, nosebug is the way to go. It's like a khaki map. It's beautiful. And it also requires, I think, a very precise counter steer to start the spin like this. So Lavsor in 5th, beaten by Penna, who nosebugs onto this rock. Oh my god. Okay, crazy run. Knowles, who is in chat, has been hunting this throughout the week. Boom, nosebug. Similar area to Penna. Hits the palm. Wow. Bilford had a clip he sent with 17 hours grinding stats for this record. 0.22. Similar to Lavsor, but a little bit higher on the rock. So he could drive to the finish. Look how similar Lavsor and Bill's nosebug is. Like, that looks like a carbon copy, but Bill's bounce here, slightly better somehow. And then, Unichananya Ubu with the world record on weekly short map number 3. Of course. Of course it's this terrible skin. Alright, what do we have? Nosebug over the rock, drive up the hill, hit the palm, and finish. This skin has taken over. We need to stop. This skin has taken over the game, guys. Crazy stuff. Beautiful run. I do not want to know how many hours that was, but insane. Red Rock Rookie by Proof again, the couple of day mapper. Couple of day number 2, or? This looks very similar. Wait, it is? That's the same ending. Well, not the same ending, but like, almost. Cool though, the fast map being speed tech, not just tech. Or, I mean, not just full speed. Typically this category is only full speed. It's almost like you don't need a drift tap in the start. It might be too much already. Yeah, this is kind of cool. You can risk so hard. That's very good. Here you can snap cancel the drift for a bit of extra gains. So like at the end of the drift, you stop steering for 1 moment to let the skid marks connect, and that way you have more speed. Something to think about. I mean, guys, I'm at my peak already. Like, it's so hard to improve. And I'm hardly gaining spots. Setting up out here, and then that. Wait, I'm gaming. Jesus Christ, what a run. Okay, I did not expect to improve here. I'll take that. Still only 20th though, right? How are people so much faster? Well, when I look at this, it doesn't even look impressive. When I look at this, my start looks bad. That was the only good turn. And then this was too hesitating. But driving it doesn't feel that way. We're gonna go next. The tech map has a 14-second record and an 18-second. I suspect these are bugged. We're gonna take a look at what I think is the top 3 here, with Shibala, Park, and Ender. Shibala with a huge lead, but doesn't get all the speed for the ending. He still has the world record though, my. Like his start was insane, but just a bit less speed on the last turn. I think speed tech lets you appreciate the science behind Trackmania, or racing, a lot more. When you see it on speed tech, like you can tell that going from here and drifting through will give you less speed than what Park is doing. So from here, obviously the wider setup should have more speed, and it's just like, okay, we can see that over a long straight that matters. Are they bugged? I think they are. Yes, this one's bugged, and Monkeys as well is bugged. So netcode error, not a real run. Map 5, which people said wasn't a lol track. I was told. I mean, it's still definitely a little odd, but not the traditional lol map, no. Oh yeah, this is very odd. That seems to be just about all it is. Cool little unique track though. For the context, this was supposed to be a 2 map, but there was no lol map made for launch. Okay. Yeah, I would have liked to see like a... Imagine instead of AO8, you just tumble down the mountain. Like, I could build that in 10 minutes. And I think it would be, like, a good map. Tumble down the mountain as fast as possible. Like, guys, you think about all the implications of this update. One of the biggest ones is that this guy... Ludda, he's gonna have so much material to build downhill maps from. Uh-oh, this is not good. This has never happened. Typically when I restart my camera, it restarts. Now I restarted it and it disappeared. Alright guys, we're gonna have to get creative again. I have a picture of me from my old place when my camera froze. We're almost at the end of the video. I think we just wing it. So, I was saying the downhill guy, perhaps I made a mistake talking poorly of the downhill guy. But he built every downhill combination imaginable. And now they just gave him new source material to work with. I don't know why this happened. I gotta fix my camera. But I don't want to spend 20 minutes doing it now. And restarting the stream a bunch. I hope you understand. Let's just focus on the gaming. Ow. Okay. 50th. We've gotten decent placements everywhere now. Sub-only camera is working? Oh my. But the free one is not working? Donate so Vert can buy a new camera. Well, we will be able to get a new camera, but I like this one, so I should try to get this one working. Just don't want to sit with tech issues before we completed the shorts. We got another improvement. Look at the excitement. I can hardly hold back a smile with how fast I'm going at this game. Guys, how about a joke? We're all a little bit too serious here. Let's loosen up. How about a joke? What do you call a nosy bell pepper? Someone who gets jalapeno business. If you guys have to go now, I understand. Guys, I can't improve. That is my discovery of the weekly short. So now, let's skip forward a week and take a look at the records. We have quite big gaps, 0.2, okay. Let's see Crisp first. I already thought my time was pretty strong. Crisp goes wide. No slides to get an early 4th gear. Smooth into the dirt, full speed. And he lost by 0.5, I don't believe it. Gabri. 1/10 faster. Really? Oh my, okay, I think the top records are gonna do that, but even better. Captain Backshots here in 3rd place, of course. What did I tell you guys? The degenerates are taking over Trackmania. He got early 4th, and now he's just zooming. It's not just that he's Captain Backshots, but he also has the Weeb car skin. Crazy stuff. And Bobo and Sweet Jazz. How crazy is it that this is faster? Like, what? Have you ever seen such a big gap on just racing line? Like, there's 2 players that got this perfect. And what it seems that they're doing is that they're releasing. They're releasing to force the gear up without accelerating at the gear up. They don't get the gear up slowdown by releasing when the gear up happens. And so unlucky for Sweet Jazz that like 1 player has it by 100 faster. That's cool.